Okay. Silly puppy. You're okay. Everything's catching up here, so yeah. Oh, alright, so I screwed the pooch on this one. So, alright. So, yeah, we need to move all of this up one block, all the way back. Son of a bitch. Oh, I'm starting to wonder, is today actually a Monday? Oh, man. Yep, it's one of those days. Yes. Hey, Demon, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Happy Wednesday. We're having to rip out a good portion of the ship that I just finished building because I screwed up in the first piece. Oh man, that was awesome. Come on. There we go. So I need... there we go. You to sit like that. And then we want you to sit there. And then we will do 2, 3, I think I did 4 on the, right? No, 3. I did 3, okay. Gotta love it. Starting to think today is a Monday. There we go. Dax! How you guys doing today, man? Alright. And that should be 3, right? Yeah, so we go 1, 2, 3. Alright. And then I think it's back 2, and then the third rises, yes. So it goes 1, 2, 3. This one comes up a couple. And then counting that one's 2, 3, 4, 5. And then this comes down a couple. Yep, so it should be 1 block there. Alright, and then from here, we have 4 of these, which on the immediate backside, we did these on the immediate backside, so they're on, yeah, so they're back, okay. Just making sure. And then this lets us do that to get the other 4. Oh. Need to stop playing games in general. I mean, just because you built the best ship that you will ever build is not a reason to stop. That's actually a reason to keep. Because now that you figured out how to build you're happy with, you get to reproduce that as your general theme of your builds. And I think that is right? Yeah, okay. Space 1, space 1. So it's 1, 2. Put you there. There. So what happened was, a little funny story for you all this morning. All right, so I had started laying out the second area here. You know, if you remember the last time we were all together, we had started building the expansion areas for the ship. So what I was doing was I was basically reproducing what we have over on that side over here. And doing so, I had everything placed one block too low. So the entire thing was misaligned. Oh. The stream's laggy? Because I'm seeing zero dropped frames, and my my upload is where it needs to be. Kind of coughs every now and then. That might be on the Twitch side. I don't think I've put in the zero latency. Poor CD Panda. Well, it's not so much the OCD on that one. That was straight up, that would just annoy everybody, I think. Because you'd be flying the ship and it's like, why does one side look like it's tipped a little bit? Alright, so this comes out. You get back in there. Alright, so what are you missing? You are missing thruster components. And you are outside of the build range, so we're not going to worry too much about that right this second. Alright, so let's go ahead and get the rest of these off. Alright, and I think that is all of that. Now what I'm going to do here, and it's kind of what I did on the other side, is that we're just going to go ahead and use the regular blocks for this portion of it. And then we'll come back and the outer skin will be the heavy armor. Now this side, I'm thinking what we're going to do, specifically for this edge, is to get the heavy armor blocks up and around, get it all armored up. And for the side, I'm trying to figure out what I want to put over here, because the one thing we don't have yet is really habitation, but we don't have engineering either. You know, we have our little dance pad thing over here. We still need to get the rest of our refineries and assemblers in, which we can actually go ahead and do that right now. So we got, what was that, the refineries? Yep, right there. Okay. Always good to see. Alright, so let's go ahead and grab these out. Well, how did we do refinery one block down? Okay. And if I remember correctly, we have these set up like that. And the idea behind that is that we can then put the assemblers in as the joint between them all. 1, 2. We're gonna do the same here. Continue the build process here. So Dax, from the host side, yes, you can, in your settings there is an ability to change the latency. If you go to the it'll be twitch.com or twitch.tv/ whatever your username is / dashboard, and in there will be a settings area, and if you go into the settings area, there's one of the options in there is now for low latency or no latency. Never mind. Yeah. I don't want to drive myself or anyone else that nuts. I have enough issues with my sanity. I don't need more. Thank you. Alright. You can now actually Get rid of that. I'm still trying to decide how I want to handle that whole thing. But I wanted to get the rest, at least the second wing in on this. And you are... The flooring is at this level. Okay. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and finish getting at least the floor rough in. Come here, you. And then we will go from there. So later this week, now I haven't decided if I'm going to do this for Friday's live stream or not. I'm actually going to be doing a 7 Days to Die build, and it'll be a creative mode build. There's an idea that I have for something that I want to do, and I think it would be kind of cool to do a you know, a live stream build. Did I do the same on this side, or did I show the whole thing on? Okay, so I took this. Let's do that. And then you go there, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. That's how I did it. Okay. Oh, let me see here really quick, Dax. All right. So if you go to, is it streaming tools? Let me check here really quick. Nope, it's not streaming tools. Let me see. Yeah, it's under. So if you're looking at your dashboard, look down at the bottom left where it'll say Settings. Click on Channel, and then you want to scroll all the way down. Well, it used to be over here for a second. Oh yeah, there it is. So if you scroll all the way down, you're going to see a section called Stream Preferences. It'll be the same area that your stream key is at. There will be an optimization preference. There will be normal latency and low latency. If you set it to low latency, set it to normal latency. Yeah, if you have to be at least an affiliate to use it. So if you don't have your affiliate status yet, you're not going to be able to use that setting. And it may also not be available. It may also not be available in your region, because I've been told that it is region locked. So. Really? Yeah, because I was told it was you had to be affiliate or higher. Awesome. Learn something new every day. All right. Another one of the Mark I Gemini. All right. Boop. Now, did I leave that, or did I close? Okay, no, I did leave it there. Okay. Whee! Yeah, so we do conveyor. So that's there. So conveyor, conveyor. Alright, so I did a conveyor off of those two. And I need internal or interior plates for these. I don't think anyone picked... Oh, no, I did. Okay. Can't get to the build and repair system yet. But you guys can. Of course, I've closed off all access. Let's try that again. Hey, look at that. It works. Very nice, Demon. Very nice. Alright, so what we were talking about here is we're going to do a conveyor junction there, a conveyor junction here. Right? No. No. Wrong place. Conveyor junction there. Yeah, that's where we went, the conveyor junction. Alright. Alright, so let's go ahead and get this. You know, for now, we're just going to go ahead and plug those in. But it's good to know that we have connectors there, so that we'll be able to actually connect. If we need to run conduit in there, what we're going to do is we're going to basically repeat what we have on this side. So that's going to go conveyor here. I need an interior plate. I used them all. Okay, let's go grab some more. Whoop. Yeah, micro. That makes it easy. Or easier, I should say. So that's there, that's there. So it goes up 2. Right. So did we do? We did 1 to a turn. And then from there it's 1, 2, and turn. It's like scripting a dance. 2 and how far back did that go? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. It's always nice when things work out the way they're kind of supposed to. Oh, alright. Video's playing, but Circle of Doom. Exactly, Demon. Exactly. Alright. What's funny is I'm going to have to rip the floor out again because these are supposed to be half blocks. But that's okay. It works for what we need it to do right now, and that's what's important. Alright, so that's all piped in, that's all piped in. So we should have access for everybody. Okay, so let's swing this beast around. I'm not going to worry too much about what we're doing floor-wise for right this second. Like I said, we're going to do... Well, for now, let's just go ahead and... We're just going to go ahead and attach this thing in a couple of positions here. Alright. Because what we need to do now is we're going to rotate the ship. We can paint... yeah, we can paint that pink. Okay. Paint it pink. Let Bob rip it apart. Alright, and then while that is going on... I'm going to grab this. And we are going to do the slow rotate. I don't remember what we said we were going to call this thing. I think I may change the name though. I may change whatever it was we had originally said we were going to call it. I think I may call it the Flapjack. Or Melty Panda maybe. Alright. Maybe Panda at the Disco? Alright. Nice, Dex. Your friend lied about having cancer? Well, I'm sorry, man. That's never bueno. Bring all the bobs to bear on this thing. All right. Okay, so now that we have this sorted out, we can actually go ahead and have them tear that apart. Tear that out. The hell? There you go. Yeah, now we'll let the universe sort itself out. Aquila Strike Ship. I don't think I've ever seen that. All right, time to do some recon. Where's our Aquila Strike Ship? That's the Gemini. Whee! Recon drones away! I'm kind of curious what this thing is. Oh. Ooh, look at you. You look familiar. And you look like you'd be a lot of fun. Unfortunately, you have no technology that I want. Right? No. You have no technology that I want. You're definitely not worth the hassle of pirating. But you do look like you would be a lot of fun to fly around. Alright. Recon drones, return! There we go. Recon drone has returned. Boop. Hey Sharky, how you doing, man? Welcome to the stream. Both are as flat as a ship. Well, that's why I was saying the Melty Panda. We could name it the Melty Panda. I think we're gonna go with that. It's either that or Panda in the Disco. I'm not sure which way we're gonna go yet. Now I will need to close part of this off. Melty Panda boy. Yeah. Oh, I'm thinking Melty Panda is going to be what we call this thing. Okay, anyway. So we have this factored. We're going to go... Oh, where's my 2x1s? There. And give me the rest of those, thank you. Still need to figure out how I want to close this over. So what I'm thinking... Did I strip that off? No. So what I'm thinking I may do is I may go ahead and strip this piece out. Thank you. So if we strip those out, that lets us basically carry this area over now. And let's go. Oh, we'll just go flat for that right now. And like I said, this is basically just allowing us to start closing things in a little bit. That's going to be there. So we'll probably do... something like this, maybe? Okay, and then if we do that, so what I'm thinking here is something like this. Go to no, not you. Get out of there. Oh, you know what we can do. No. Take that out. Ha 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 ha. I know what we can do here. We can put these in. Let's go regular airlock here, I think. Actually, no. Let's do the. Let's use the corner one. Whoop. Yeah, that one. And then what this will allow us to do is that once the let's go more, and then for you we will do there you go. And what we'll do is we'll have a walkway that comes up here. So we'll have like we'll have the stairs wrap up here or something like that. I'll probably take something out over here somewhere, and basically just have it come up here so you can come in once you get in here, and then this way you'll be able to get in here, and once we need to do upgrades, we'll be able to do all of our upgrades and everything. Now I don't know if I'm going to put a solid roof over this. Oh. Because what I could do is I could do something like this. Or even... like this. I'll figure out what I want to do with that detail-wise. I mean, I could even leave it open. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But it gives us an idea of how we want to run the general shape of the ship. So, but I do like having that concept where it's closed off here a little bit. Oh, extra gyro. I forgot about you. Come here, buddy. We don't need the extra gyro in there anymore. Let's go ahead and get this out of here. Pan Disco ship. Great. Thanks, Sharky. Thank you very much, buddy. Appreciate that. Oh, alright. So that gets us this done. And then what I'm thinking here is to get onto the ship, we will do... that. Is that right? Yeah, that's the one I want. Okay, so that will be airlock there. Airlock there. And we're going to take this out. That in there. And we will repeat that process there. Alright, so you come out. Yeah, that'll work. I think that should work somewhat nicely, actually. Alright, so let's go. Just do that. Alright, let's just go take a look at this really quick. Airlock there. You have some engineering stuff back here, and I'm thinking I'm going to put a grav generator. I might actually. What's in here? Cargo is in there. So yeah, I think we'll put a grav generator right there. Whoop. And now we finally have gravity on board the ship. let's see. So we have that going this way. I'm trying to figure out if I want to put a window in here. You need to be redone. Okay. Come here. We need to start closing some of this stuff off here. Come on. There we go. Like I said, we will rework a good portion of this ship, but I'm just trying to get some of the detailing done so we know what we're looking at for general shape and functionality. Mm-hmm. The Panda Disco ship, is that what that is? Alright. Hey Sharky. Welcome back. I know, Dax. I just like triggering Germans. Thruster components. So you need 1,000. So that's 1,040. Another 160. So 1,200. 2,100, 20, I think 2,600. We might have enough of that. I don't know. Platinum, gold, and cobalt. How much platinum do we have built here? No, not enough. We do need to swap those two around. Need to get as much platinum running as we can. We don't need any more silicon being made. Alright, so let's see how much gold we've got sitting around here. 637, 8,000. Yeah, we should have enough gold already done. It's the platinum that's going to hurt us. The cobalt, I am fairly certain we have more than 9K of. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we got plenty of cobalt and iron. I'm definitely not worried about. Okay, so it's the platinum that we're going to end up worrying about having done. Hmm? Oh, Swati, thanks for the follow, man. Appreciate that. Welcome to the community. And happy Wednesday. Alright, so we've got that running. We've got these going. Actually, we're going to need more thruster components. We'll worry about it once we're through those. You only taunt them during winter? Wow, Sharky. Wow. Alright, so that gets us the general shape of the ship, I think. We'll probably refine it a little bit. Like I said, one of the things that I want to do is we want this to be a little bit more armored. So we're going to come back and reskin. Once we figure out what we want for the exterior lines, we'll strip the blocks out, and we'll replace them with the heavy armor blocks. And then that way we can figure out, you know, without too much extra work, how we want to put this whole thing together. Now you are all there, yes? Yeah. Okay, so we do want to go ahead and we're gonna mirror a few things here. So we want battery, battery, and then we're gonna go ahead and close this off for right now. Actually, leave that one open, and we'll leave that one open, because what I may do is if we set this up as habitation, we'll put in like the cryo stuff over here, but we do need to put in a medical bay, and I'm thinking the medical bay is probably going to be on this side, which is probably a bad place to put it. Putting it over here is probably better, but we'll figure it out. Alright, so how much space do we actually have in here? Because if we go with the assumption that this is going to be a hallway, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 3. Alright, so this is our hallway coming in. You know what? I think we're going to turn the bobs off for a second. Come here, Bob. Let's turn all the bobs off. And we're going to come over here and we're going to turn off the shipyard bobs as well. So you get turned off. Give me your bobs. And turn the bobs off there. Okay. And then this will let us do a little bit of mapping without having to worry about Bob continuously trying to weld stuff up for us. What do we have? Inventory. We got a bunch of crap in inventory too. Let's drop this stuff off really quick. And yeah, that should be good. And we're gonna bring 100 of those back. Let's go ahead and drop 458 of 9, 58. There we go. Okay, that should work. Now, what we're going to do is let's go ahead and grab this area, figure out what our spacing is going to look like. I'm thinking, because we have the conveyor here, what I may do is if we go... How do we want to do this? Because I could do that. We go med bay. Let's grab this really quick. See, I'd actually want the med bay to be situated like that. So then we would do this instead. And then we come back over here. And what I'm going to do is I'll put a 2 of the 2x1s in here. We'll do them vertical, I think. We do need to take you out so that we can seal this off. We will do conveyor block there. Which then, if we do conveyor there, because we'll have window, window, this will be sealed. Have this over here, somewhere over here, we're going to have to run a system to get oxygen on this side. Now, the easy way is just to drop a vent on those, which I probably will do, but I'm going to have this be, we're going to have a door here. So what I may do is put just a regular interior door so that it'll pass air when it's open. And then we can put a, I could probably put a programmable block in that monitors these doors, and if it basically detects a pressure drop, it seals the inner doors. I could do that. Means I have to do a little bit of coding, but you know, that wouldn't be too bad. Actually, I think there's already some scripts up on the board, up on Workshop that'll do that for me. Perfect suit for the ship. Am I going to be scared to ask what your idea for the paint job is going to be? Grab those. Alright, so we don't need... Whoop. I do want that back there. Come here. And our window. Where's our window? Where's our 2x1? Where's our 2x1? So we want you... We're actually going to flip that because we want the clear side on the inner working, on the interface, and we want the mirror or the shaded side facing outward. Alright, so that gives us a med bay. This is here. Okay, let's head back. Actually, I want to make sure everything over here is sealed, yes? Because of the way things are going, I may actually have to just close this whole area off. And if I have to close the whole area off, which... Yeah. Let's do that. It's gonna make, it'll end up making things easier for us long term. Because if we do that, then we can put a door here-ish. There you go. And then that way, if you need to get out there, you know you're going into an area that without atmosphere, which makes the rest of this process a little bit easier. Because now that gives me a little bit more freedom if I start taking things apart over on that side. The shiny suit. Rainbow color skirt. It's a kilt, damn it. Alright. Alright, so did you guys ate all my... Oh, really? Alright. How are you guys doing for... So yeah, it's just waiting for more platinum. Alright, how many do you guys... So, you don't need as many as you have. You need the rest of it. And then we'll put the rest of you back. Okay. And that's just to keep us from drifting if this thing cuts loose for some reason. Well, you know, if the leg hair was thick enough, you could actually use that as a thermal suit, I guess. I am a panda after all. Ornibus, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Happy Wednesday. For the folks who are joining us, we are doing a grind to learn playthrough. What that means is that this is the extent of the technology that we have available to us right now. Basically anything that we want to use, we have to find in the game, grind it down, and it adds it to our technology list. Now, the stuff that you see down here at the bottom, the gray stuff, this is stuff that I actually manually unlocked. There is a config file for the grind to learn, and the reason we manually unlocked these is because they're not available in the core game, and the ships that we have, all the NPC stuff that we've added, including the enhanced ships, don't have these blocks on them. So if you want to be able to use the blocks, you have to add them to the config file for the mod. So. But yeah, so basically everything in here we have ground down in the game at some point. Except, again, for the stuff that's in gray. Deja vu. Bouchade. The experience of never having that experience before. Okay. So that gets us this figured. Now we don't need much room for the med bay, but we do need to have some room for the med bay. So we're gonna go 1, 2. And for here, we're going to use just the regular sliding doors. These don't need to be anything overly complex. And then that lets us take that out. Yeah. And lets us have a doorway. And just because I like having a little bit more headroom, or the feeling of more headroom in the ships, I tend to use these a lot. Oh. We're going to do this. Alright, and then that gets us air. We can seal this whole thing off in the case of catastrophic ship failure. Because trust me, if you've never flown in this game with me, there will be a situation where we are in catastrophic failure, probably about 5 minutes after launch. So, yeah, Mortimus, in cold, wool is king. Hey, it's not pilot error. Everything I do is intentional. Mostly. Alright, so that gives us this. Now, we did still need... Now, I don't know if I want to put in an actual industrial section, or do we want to have habitation over here? So we've got medical, we've got recreation over on the other side. I'm thinking we may do habitation over here. And if we do habitation, let's go you there. Put you there. How many blocks? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Technically 9. So if we go 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. Okay, so yeah, that's the center marker. So if we go... there. The door here. And remember, our engineer has to be able to get in there to check the battery status sometimes, right? Okay, look. Right. Actually, no, we could do. There you go. And we go... Give you lots of space for living quarters here. Shadow Trooper, how you doing, man? I think the interview went pretty good. The team that I got to meet with and I chatted with, you know, for me, I'd be stepping into a new role. So my skill set isn't a one-to-one match for what the role entails. So there were some areas that, you know, both sides agree may be a problem, but, you know, we're talking through it, figuring out what works and what doesn't. So hopefully it'll pan out. We'll see. Thanks for asking. Hopefully you are having a fabulous day as well, man. Had a ghost ship showing up in the asteroid that only he could see. If you do, okay, so there's actually a hidden Easter egg in Space Engineers if you do the red ship start. In the red ship start, the asteroid that you start on, in the middle of it, there is a ship with a cargo container full of gold. That's a shadow appears in chat. I know, right? Oh. So, but yeah, for the hidden gold ship, the gold cargo, I think there's actually an achievement for finding it. I think it's called the Gold Fleet or something like that. I'll have to check to see, but yeah, it's one of those little hidden things that they did just to be kind of funny, and it actually works really well. I don't know if it's still there or not, but I know that at one point there was a hidden ship. Did I take those off? I did take those off. Okay. There's a couple of us talking about it one day, and somebody goes, "There's no ship there." They went and looked, and son of a. All right. Now I think we did these with those, right? Did not? So did we do it all the way back here? We did. Okay. It's 1, 2, 3. Oh, we did 4. All right. So let's anchor that really quick. There you go. Now we can take that piece off. It shouldn't go drifting around. Dark Lance guns from Spinal Weapons. I haven't tried the Dark Lance. I've used the Warp Cascades. I've used the heavy and normal Spinal lasers. And all of those are completely overpowered. Especially because the trick with the spinal weaponry that some people don't seem to know is that the way that the system works is that the projectile is offset when it's generated. It's not actually generated on the collision block. It's projected in the center of the coils above. So what you can do is if you have spinal weapons or any of those types of weapons from Krieg's pack, you can put them in line, and the more of them you put in line, the more damage the cannons will do, because basically what it's doing is each one of the projectiles that it spawns, since it spawns up there, they're offset, so there's no collision on the actual model. So when you fire this thing, you end up firing all of them simultaneously, so it gives you more and more power, and it basically starts multiplying the more of these you put on there. So the biggest difference between the weapons that I'm aware of in Spinal is the ranges on them. So the light or the normal Spinal lasers have, I want to say, like a 12K range. The heavies are 15 or 17, something like that. The Warp Cascades are 20-ish, maybe longer than 20K. So they're the ultimate sniper weapon. All of them are the ultimate sniper weapon. Yeah, so when I say when I'm saying stacking them, What I'm talking about is, let's go with something that's a little smaller here. So if this was your first one, you put another one in line, and you put another one in line, and basically your weapon is now 3 times stronger. And because of the way that they generate the ammo, or the ammo generates, or the weapon generates its projectile, it's actually in the block above. So you can stack as many of these things as you want and continue to increase the amount of power that the shot's going to have. Not that you really need it, because the things are powerful enough with just a single unit to basically cut like the vanilla RG in half. So. Yeah, Demon. If you've got like any type of advanced scope mod on, because there are mods that will allow you to zoom further out than the vanilla cameras will, you can actually effectively snipe things 100 kilometers out with some of these weapons. You know, I think Krieg has basically tried to keep it somewhat sensible, and he's got his capped at like 50 or 55k for the biggest ones. Something like that. But yeah, there are mods that will let you shoot 100k out. So. Yeah, Shadow. It is definitely they are definitely surgical strike weapons. I was kind of screwing around with his what is it? The Tex cannon. For those who don't know, it's named in honor of Texfire, who is part of the XPG gaming network. He hangs out with Captain Shack, Wasted Space, those guys. And he wanted something with a lot of big bada boom, so Krieg made cannons specifically for him. And using those, if you know where to aim on the Argentavis, the Pirate Argentavis, you can one-shot the reactor with them. I actually did that by accident, and I may have that on one of the videos over on the YouTube side. I basically fired the thing, and the entire RG went dead instantly. Shadow, that sounds like me in 7 Days to Die, man. Alright, so what do you think? Do you think this is too much habitation room for 2 rooms? Because what I will probably do is I will probably put the modern bed, the cryo beds mod in, and have that piped in over here so that we basically can have areas for the crew to be somewhat safe. I mean, I could always just put cryopods in here, but those things are always loud. Alright, so we got piped in here. We need to put windows in still. Alright. So I'm thinking I like where we are with this. Now, let's turn bulbs on and kind of curious, how are we doing for thruster components? I should have checked this before we turned the bulbs back on. Okay, so there's another 1,700 that need to be made. So we really are just waiting for platinum. And what I might do is I might set up something that we can go ahead and dock this ship up to, because since we have refineries over here that are now piped in, this would give us 6 more refineries, and we could just run platinum in there for right now. Never put rooms in your builds? I've done completely functional builds before. But I always get bored with them, honestly. I like trying to come up with just different ways of making things work a little bit better. I mean, hell, we could make this the engineering area since it's overlooking the antenna and the shield generators. I might change this here. Come here, you. So if we go... Because what we might do is this instead. I like that a little bit better, I think. Now, did we do that same thing over here, or no? No, we didn't. So if we take all this out, we're going to do the same thing over here. There we go. Alright. Now I do need to add a ridiculous amount of weaponry to this thing. Because what I think I'm going to do is we're just going to go completely crazy with the chain guns. I think we're going to see a lot of Gatling guns on this thing. And then the idea is that we'll just have like half of them set to intercept missiles only. Like intercept missiles, shoot at small ships, shoot at large ships. And then have the other half ignore missiles and have those shoot at just the ships. Add to the Raven. That's kind of cool. No cargo room. Aw, you should always have cargo rooms. When low power when you have it sitting at full speed. I would check the batteries. If you have batteries on board, what the way that the system does is it'll try to prioritize pulling from batteries before it pulls from the reactor. So what you'll get is if you've got that much running on there, those batteries are probably instantly discharging. But I would check that first. That's generally what happens when you see it on mine. It's because the system is kicked over to batteries. Now, if you set the batteries to only charge so that they're not set to auto. That should fix it. Because with the... Here, we'll come over here and I'll show you the batteries that we have here. For those who are curious, because I've had a couple of people ask me about this before. So, what I do is I leave everything set off, because if you set it to semi-auto, what it'll do is it'll keep trying to use the battery as a primary power source. If you turn it off, it'll only pull from the battery when it needs to. So, at least that's been my experience with it. Completely anecdotal, so keep that in mind. If I keep having like the no power available or no fuel available message, what I'll do is I'll set all the batteries to recharge so that the power grid will completely ignore the battery. But, yeah, no worries. Hopefully that does fix it for you though. So we're going to do... These are interior spaces, so we're going to do a different door here. We're going to use the old vanilla door. Which, surprisingly, are actually airtight. Whether they look like it or not. That gremlin late is just asking for me to come over and shoot it in the face, isn't it? Alright. Alright, so let's see here. This is all set up and running. That's good. And for you, you are regular whole blocks. Okay. So what we're going to do is this. Oh, nope. Wrong block. Like I said, we were going to start armoring this thing up with heavy armor, so this does mean that what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to sneak in some places where we've got more gyroscopes to counter the increased mass, because this is going to add a lot of mass to the ship. Of course, it helps if I pay attention to where I'm going with blocks here. Alright, so you will go there. And there you go. Ah. Itchy arm. Okay. So that gets us a little bit closer. So we'll go back to light armor in here. Just to close that off for now. I'll probably come back and put windows or something in over here. I may, and this is a maybe, not a definitely, I may put the armored windows mod back in. Pioneer. You know what that means? Scout ships out. Do you have any technology that I am lacking? I know I've become the Borg. Yeah. I am looking for unique technology. Do you have any unique technology? Yes. No, I don't think you do. Well, you might. Med bays. What do you have? I'm not seeing... See, the only thing I'm really looking for at this point are the upgrade modules for the workstations for our refineries and such. No, you don't have any. You get a free pass. Nice looking ship, though. It'd be kind of fun to steal that. I mean, to liberate it from the pirate factions. Alright. So that's what we have so far. Let's turn a light on there. Let's slow down the camera motion there. There you go. Yeah, so if we do that here. Okay, so now the next piece that we're going to do is we're going to do the encapsulation of the production area like we did on this side. So that's going to be over on here now. And how many did we do that? We 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. All right. No, I do not want a quick load. Thank you. Alright. Now we did that from there. Okay, so 2, 3, 4, 6. Hey, I can count. All right. There you go. And then the odds are we're going to have something basically like this. And like I said, I'm going to come through and probably end up ripping most of this light armor block out so that we can get everything else set up and sort it. And then one of the things that I'm thinking about here is that we go, because you know I was saying we need more gyros to start countering some of the mass that we were adding for the heavy armor. So we'll do that, and do that, and we're gonna do the same down here. Come on. And come over here and do this as well. There you go. And that will help our maneuverability a little bit. Come to realize that I'm like a pirate myself. No. See, pirates do things bad. They do bad things. I don't do bad things. I liberate, you see. They pilfer. I liberate. That's the difference. I'm more like Robin Hood. I redistribute from their coffers to mine. Alright, so yeah, I think this is coming together pretty well. What do y'all think about the ship design? Well, see, pirates steal the ships. I liberate them. Yes, it's like... I pirate the pirates. No. I bring retribution to the pirates. I'm like a paladin. A paladin panda, you know? if we go with that one. Ah, thank you, Wartall. Appreciate that, and thank you for the bits. No, see, piracy is against the crown. Liberation is in the name of the crown. That's really the difference. And I think I'm actually going to bring you out from there. I think. Let's see. I guess I could close that. So, I mean, I could just go ahead and straight up close that off there. And then we just put the windows in. Is that 1, 2, 3, 4? Yeah, we can do that. Do I have? Yeah, plenty. Okay. Exactly. Ship Liberator. Sometimes I liberate it into millions of little pieces that float off into space, and sometimes I liberate it as a mostly complete ship. So. That and that. Alright, and while we're here, let's go ahead and get these things in here. Straight to that. 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 And like I said, we will come back and restyle all of this eventually. At this point, I'm just trying to get it to the point where it's mostly enclosed. And then over here, probably just do these. So something like that. Autocorrect is strong today. Yes, yes it is. Oh. And I actually don't end up liking that. So let's go. I want to do this. That might work. Let's see, do we like it? I think I like this better. Yeah, I like that better. Come here, you. You two are coming out. Liking that. Yeah, I like that a lot better. Ties it all together a little bit better. Alright. Let's see what we got here. Liberate the spirit of the condemned. With fireworks. Yes. Did I do 9? Yeah. So we got 1, 2, 3. Okay, so we want that. Hey, look at that. Atmosphere has been obtained. Okay. See, I think I'm going to use this as the engineering section. And then what we'll do here... Oh, we still have a air seal out here. Awesome. This unit is sealed as well. Perfect. So what do you think? Should we use this as habitation? And then use the other one as engineering? So that way we'll have medical, engineering, and then crew quarters. Actually, probably use this one as engineering since we need to be able to get to the battery. In storyline, anyway. Because right now, the only thing we can put in there is the regular cryopods. Well, that would be entertaining to put those in upside down just to mess with people. We're going to put those right there like that for now. That just gives us, you know, a little bit of multiplayer functionality on board the ship. There you go. So we have a place to respawn, recharge, and since it is wired in, we can actually get all of our fuel systems replied. Wolves Entertainment. Hey, Wolves, thanks, man. I believe that is Wolf and Crew from YouTube side, actually. And yeah, we'll go. Let's go ahead and close this off for right now. And like I said, this is an interior place. I need to pipe in an O2 system in here as well, but for now we're going to go ahead and just get that in. Wait for Bob to catch up to us here. Awesome. Okay, so we have O2 there. We can get through all of this. This is pressurized. This area needs to be brought up to speed with the rest of the other area. But we have a good idea of what we're doing with our ship now, at least. Alright, so do you have any parts? No. You're still missing parts. Okay, so I think at this point it's just waiting for all of these damned thruster components to get done. But yeah, because once the thruster components are done, we just need to close the hatch up. Start stripping out the light armor that we have here as our basic framework area, and replacing it with our heavy armor blocks. Pee like you have never peed before. No, Starklance ran out of hydrogen, now I'm stuck between. Oh, that sucks, man. That is always the worst when you have that happen. Oh, you never pray to the Panda God. The Panda God is indifferent. Panda believes that one must be self-sufficient. Little known fact, Crom is actually the panda god. How many people will catch that reference? Oh, so this is going to be the pain to outfit, because we do want to get... Basically, I want to have this set up so that even if it's not usable later, it lets us have the idea that you could get in here to get the modules and things once the modules are set up. It doesn't matter what the practicalities of it are, it just is cool factor. Alright, so what's everyone think about the ship design? Like it? Hate it? Want to see it blown up? Because what I'm thinking is that we're going to make a copy of this once everything's said and done. We're going to point it at the planet and have it crash into the planet, see what survives. And what we'll do is we'll turn off the gravity generator when we do it. And I will mag boot myself like right here. So that way as it goes into the atmosphere, we have a front row seat. But that's after we have everything upgraded and finished. So let's take a look at this thing really quick. Yeah, I'm kind of liking the way it's... I really am starting to like the way that it's shaping up. So we'll see how it actually all comes out in the wash, because that's, at the end of the day, you know, we're going to have to figure out what to do those. I knew there was something I was forgetting. Where's my 1x2s? We actually want you to be shaded side out, thank you. I guess we're going to leave those open. But yeah, so I think we've got the idea of a ship here. Let's go. You're light armor, aren't you? Yeah, you're light armor. Let's go heavy armor here. There we go. So just do this. There you go. Mwahaha. Yeah, and then like I said, what we'll do is we'll come back and we'll redo some of the surface texturing on this. We'll probably put some support lines in here, which will be full blocks instead of half blocks, just to even this stuff out a little bit and to, you know, make the lines look a little bit better. Pink barge too. Very possible. Very, very possible. We'll see how that actually plays out. Space Invaders? Wow. Yeah, I guess it does kind of look like one of the Space Invader ships, doesn't it? I'll take that as a compliment. It was completely unintentional, that's for sure. Well, we do need to figure out... So we're going to go ahead and lay the rest of the ceiling on this side. Get the walls built up, get the heavy armor block replacements done. I have a feeling this thing's going to be zippy when it's done. I may actually not have enough reactors on board for this. I may need to increase the reactor count. Actually, how many reactors do I have? I think I only have 2 reactors on this. Do I have 1 or 2 large reactors? I don't remember. Alright, to the cockpit. Let's find out. So I'm sitting here putting all this stuff on here and I'm going, you know, we've added a lot of stuff. I'm kind of curious to see what our power consumption is just idling. Just idling's not too bad. Oh. What the? It wasn't important. We didn't need it. Here's the spotlight. Extra parts, right? Where'd you go, buddy? Come here. You're down here somewhere. Now we play find the missing parts. I do need to actually put some lights on this thing so we can see. Oh, let's see. You know what? That's actually a good place for it right there. I keep forgetting we have these things unlocked now. One there. And then just to tie that together. Okay, so we did those straight back. So let's go ahead and bring that up on parity. There you go. Okay. That makes it a little bit more consistent. Let's see here. It's because we all know you too well, Sharky. More boom is always good. Yes, yes, it is. How did the job interview go? Well, yesterday was a meeting with some of the various team members, the non-executive team, so the people that I would be working with more regularly. But overall, I think it went pretty well. I was talking about that earlier. Basically, there were some, because of the role that I'd be going into, it doesn't map directly to some of my past experience. So we were trying to figure out what skills I had already developed, and what skills I would need to develop further. So yeah, it's pretty good. I think it was very productive. You know, I don't know if I'll end up at the position or not. I'm hoping I do, but you know, if not, we'll carry on and keep going. So, yeah. All right, so you are all what? So if we take you out. Oh no, I wanted those. Damn. Now is there a way for me to get these? Alright. We'll leave them like they are for now. Yeah, we'll leave them like that for now. I'll probably come back and revisit this area. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. 10 pounds is not helpful towards the job. Actually, surprisingly, it was. They appreciate that I understand what it means to do the YouTube side of the house. So, yeah. We'll see. We'll see. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. Awesome, Mortal. Thanks again for stopping in, man. Thanks for the bits, buddy. Hope you have a fantastic day and enjoy SAS. I'll probably be in there a little bit later today. I need to get some stuff done. Alright, so... yeah, I think we're... at this point, we are just waiting for the thruster components to finish up. Oh, what is that? 9... So 1920 minus a 14. So we still need about 1,700 more. How many are we producing? Are we completely out of platinum now? No, it's just slow. Okay. Yeah, so I think we're gonna hook. I think we're gonna get this thing hooked up. Yeah, let's get this thing wired in. And I think we will call this one here. I want to thank you all for stopping in. Hopefully you enjoyed it. I am unfortunately running really far behind, so I don't have the whole lot of ability to find other people who may be doing some Space Engineers today. But if you're going to be hanging out on Twitch today, I do recommend that you check out some of the other folks that may be doing some Space Engineers. Give them a good peek in, say hello. You know, the otherwise, I'd say go to like 7 Days to Die or something. All right. Anyway, I'm gonna get out of here. I want to thank you all for stopping in. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you hit those like buttons. Sharky's been throwing up links over to the Discord as well as the YouTube channel, and I do appreciate you for doing that, Sharky. Thank you. SAS is Spirit Animal Survival. It's a new open world survival game that's coming out. It's currently in closed beta. But will be available on Steam when it's released. They don't have a firm release date as of yet, but it looks like it'll be pretty good. The development team's very small; it's only 3 people. So you know, hopefully we'll be able to do some live streaming and videos with it this coming week. We're waiting for word from the PR advertising marketing manager. She drops in on the stream sometimes, so if you see her, say hello to Lisa. Let everybody, you know, share some love with her. If you haven't seen the game already, you can actually find it over here. Let me grab the link for you. It is going to be link right here. Thanks, Shadow. I appreciate it, man. Hope you all have a fantastic day and a terrific week as well. Unless something changes, I will be back on Twitch for the Friday live stream at 3 p.m. And if you are over on the YouTube side, I actually will be streaming tomorrow on YouTube at 11 a.m. So, all right. Anyway, I'm going to get out of here. I hope you all have a fantastic day. Have a terrific week, and we will see you back here next time. As always, folks, take care and be safe out there, everybody. Now, we just need to get everything built, and we can get this thing the hell out of here. Thanks again, Shadow.